Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is actually requested. It's my first video I got that's requested, so that's pretty cool. You can always write in the comments if there's something you want me to make a video about, and I will do it if it's possible. So the theme of this video is why life feels meaningless. So why does your life feel meaningless right now? And I already did these 4 piles, and I gotta say, wow, I did not expect this coming. So I'm really glad I did this video. It's pretty cool, actually. A lot of answers, a lot of deep talk, and a lot of seeing the truth, right? Stop lying to yourself, actually. And for some parts, a lot of struggle. So just know that I do this with love, and I'm not judging anybody. But sometimes you gotta hear it straight, right? Sometimes you need that slap in the face to wake up, and that's what I do here on my channel. I don't sugarcoat. So if you want something nice and sweet and yeah, lovey-dovey, fluffy, it's not here. No, sorry. So I'm gonna give it to you rough. But I do this out of love because I want you to be true to yourself, and this is a self-development channel. So yeah. So why life feels meaningless? There could be one or there could be more of these piles that attracts you. So we got pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. And down in the description box below, if you press in this corner, there's an arrow. If you press that down, there's going to pop a description box up. And there's timestamps down there for each pile. Yeah, I think that's it. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's not your specific energy that I'm tuning into. It might not resonate like 100%, but just take what resonates, right? Take what makes sense. Don't try to make it fit. I don't think you can with these piles. Gotta say, they were really like specific. So yeah. Yeah, I hope it helps, guys. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up so we can get out to more people who needs to hear this. Remember, again, you're always welcome to request a video in the comments. So if you haven't picked your pile, put the video on pause because I'm gonna jump to pile number 1 now. Pile number 1. Let's take a look at why life feels meaningless. What is up with that? Just gonna shuffle throughout the video. I got no pre-shuffled cards. I got no pre-selected cards or anything. I'm just gonna do it totally random and go by the feeling of which cards talks to me, and I'm gonna take them in. I got tarot cards and oracle cards. Strength, King of Pentacles, 4 Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Okay, so the first thing that jumps to my mind is there's this wish you're having here, with the 10 of Pentacles being like, you know, that family feeling, that wholesome family feeling, like we are mom, we are dad, and we have kids, and we have this home, and you know, that, I don't know what you call it in English, but like whole rounded family life, right? And with the 4 of Wands, to me, the 4 of Wands is like creating something stable. So we got the 4 pillars, right, to build our home. We start with the 4 pillars. We start with the foundation and make that stable and build that. So what you're wishing for here, really in deepest in your heart, is this family feeling, this connection, this tribe feeling, so it doesn't have to be a family like that, but the tribe feeling I'm feeling like. So if you don't wish for a family, like you don't want to have kids, and maybe you don't want to have a romantic partner or something like that, but it's the tribe feeling, it's somewhere to belong is what I'm feeling. That is what you're missing. Yeah, you've been struggling a lot, I see. Untangling yourself from a lot of webs, and burdens and obstacles. You got help though, right? You're supported. You're this whale here entangled, and she's trying to untangle you. Okay, yeah, there's some inner child work here to do, and it's got to do with a masculine energy. So it could be your dad, or it could be, well, like a narcissistic mother is a nasty energy. It sure is. It's a masculine energy because the narcissistic energy is masculine. So not saying anything bad about the masculine energy. It's just because masculine energy is about taking action. It's like not so lovey, touchy, feely, it's more like close cut, and we're going to do this and walk it off and stuff like that. And the narcissistic energy is also like no touchy feely, and we're just going to do this. I don't care. I'm just going to run people over. If that's what it takes to get me to somewhere, So there is something about here about, it's just a story, but this little girl trying to get love from her father, and by giving him what she thinks he wants, she's hoping for love back, right? So that's your story. So you don't have to be a girl, and it doesn't have to be your father, but there's something here about the inner child where you were taught as a child to not be emotional. And I'm saying that because this is a girl, so the feminine energy, right? Not being emotional. So maybe being kind of a tomboy, maybe being like toughening it up and not crying. Maybe there wasn't room for crying. In the way you try to get love and recognition and acceptance as a child, you try to model yourself, you can say that. You try to shape yourself in the way that you felt there was room for. So there hasn't been much room for who you are and who you were as a child. And therefore the only way for you to... Because the thing is, when we're children, as a human being, we need other human beings. We are a tribe people. We are a tribe animal. We can survive on our own, but it's only of necessity, right? So you shouldn't be doing that unless it's like you got no other choice. But we need other people because we are a tribe animal. And the thing is, if you go back in time, like way back in time when we were hunter-gatherers, if you were excluded from the tribe, you would die, because at that time we needed each other. And the evolution of today, like what has happened within the last 100 years, think about it. It's fucking crazy. Sorry to swear, but it is. It's gone so fast since the Second World War. It's just like that. And if you take like the last 100 years and you look back before that, like if you take the 1920s, right? Look back before that 100 years, like maybe 2% of what happened in that time span. It's like 100% of what happened in that time span is like 2% of what happened in the last 100 years of our time span, So it's gone really fast. And our brains can't keep up. It's only like 3 or 4 generations, right? So, we still have this instinct from the hunter-gatherer time that we can't be excluded from the tribe. The good thing is that the world today, with the internet and everything, is that it's so open that it's easier to find your own tribe. And that's why people, come out more, being gay or transgender or something like that, or if you're a total geek or something, whatever the interest you have, there's always someone like you, and you're able to find it because there's the internet. Like back in the days before the internet, it was much harder. Therefore, people kept in hiding, because if they got excluded from the tribe, from the society, they would die, right? Mentally, like emotionally, there would be this death. So Today it's easier to, you don't have to be in the tribe you were born into or the society that you were born into. You can go out and find your own people and your own tribe, and that is great. But we still have this in us, the instinct of getting love. And as a child, we do what we can, this is subconscious, to get that love, right? To not be excluded. And if there's no room for us, then we are not making a scene, because if we make a scene or we try to squeeze in, the likeliness of parents turning their back on us, like we don't know that they're not going to leave us. They can leave us emotionally, right? They can also leave us physically. My dad left when I was a baby, so they can't leave us. And it will scar you. So you learn as a child that to get love and acceptance and praise or whatever you need, you mold yourself, you shape yourself, right? You become this shapeshifter, and you give and you give and you give and you give all that you got in the hopes of, if I love you enough, you're gonna love me back. And that is a pattern. It's a love pattern. It's called a love pattern. We learn that as a child, and we take that with us into adulthood. And that's why you keep meeting the same type of person where you give too much and you don't give anything in return, because that's what you are a match for. That is what you think is love, like subconsciously. No, I can't say that word. So life feels meaningless because you keep like bumping your head into this wall, right? You keep falling into this deep hole where you give and give and give in the hopes of someone giving you return, but you're not really getting anything. If you are, it's breadcrumbs, right? You're not really getting anything. So the thing here is that you got to look at your childhood wounds. You got to look at, okay, where did this come from? Where did I learn that I have to shape myself? And where did I learn I can't be emotional, because if I am, I'm too much. I gotta tell you something. You're never too much. It's someone else that's too little, okay? So when you're too much, you're mirroring that they are not. So an example of this is, maybe you've tried this before. You're in a room and someone is so loud, right? Laughing a lot, and their voice is loud, and you're like, oh my God, could you like not? But the thing is, when you react negatively to someone like that, it's only because of your own shadows. So because you were taught to keep quiet and there wasn't any room for you, you were taught to push that side down, right? So when someone else is standing in that and just being themselves and laughing a lot, or maybe talking in a loud voice, it's going to annoy you, because it's going to, poke to the thing inside of you where we were taught that this is not appropriate. So when you do it, it's not appropriate because I can't do it because it's not appropriate, like that. So we keep, the thing is that it's the shadow side. Every time you got an opinion about another person, it's actually about yourself. So if you think that's, again, if you think someone is too loud, it's not them that's too loud, it's you that's too quiet. It's you not standing in your truth and you being annoyed that they are. Why can they stand in their truth when I'm not allowed to? Well, the only one holding you back is you. So as a child, the surroundings are holding us back because we have no choice. If our parents leave us, we die, okay? So that's why we mold into this from the minute we're born. And we do this subconsciously. Yes. And I said it right. And so as a grown-up, we have a chance to change it, but it's very, very difficult because it's become a part of us. It's become a part of how we think we deserve love, right? So, yeah, this is why for you, life feels meaningless, because you give and give and give and you get nothing in return. And you can't change that unless you need to change you, And I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying the way you get love is wrong. You need to, I know this is such a cliche, but you need to give to you first. And more than that, you need to figure out why am I like this? Why do I think that I need to get love? I need to shape myself in order to what other people want or need in their life. Why do I have this idea that the only way to get recognition or love is by me to fit into other people's life? It's somewhere from your childhood, right? So we're gonna use this Dark Night of the Soul by Mystic Moon Oracles they are really dark, I gotta say. So just to see if there's something extra here. Doom of Gloom. Doom and gloom. Yeah, okay. So you've basically given up is what I'm feeling here. You've given up on people. You've given up on getting love, actually. And you know what? It's maybe not such a bad thing, because don't give up on life. That's not what I'm saying. And you don't have to give up on this dream, but some of the biggest work I've done internally is when I've given up. Is when I've said, fuck this shit. I need no more of this, okay? I had guys, I had friends that cheated on me, that betrayed me. I one time had a boyfriend who chose to cheat on me with one of my best friends on New Year's Eve, and he didn't tell me until 2 months later when he broke up with me, and I confronted her, and she couldn't remember because she had a blackout, and she blacked out every time she drank. So there's like no one taking responsibility for this action. You know, when these events keep happening to you, at one point you're gonna get so sick of it that you're gonna say, "Fuck this shit. I'm done with this." Like fuck it. You know, I want to throw stuff. Fuck this shit. I'm not doing this anymore. And you're gonna start taking yourself seriously. That's what I did, and saying like, you know what? I don't need this shit. I got my own company, and I'm a cool person, and you can just stuff it up where the sun don't shine, right? And I still had good friends, so it wasn't all of my friends betraying me, so that's a good thing. But I definitely got better at sorting out those kind of things. And the good thing is, actually, after I did this, I had a pause of about a year where I didn't date. I just hang out with my girlfriends, went clubbing, or enjoying life kind of thing, right? And then after about a year, I met a guy, and we ended up getting married, and we were together for like 8 years, and he was totally different, and he totally healed that wound I have of cheating and abandonment and getting let down, because he was such a really nice guy, and he was so totally different to what I'm used to, right? These idiots. So there's something here that sometimes we gotta reach a point where it's like, okay, doom and gloom, right? I'm done. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm giving up. I'm gonna do something else with my life. Screw this shit. And at that point, it's so much easier to see when someone is lying or betraying or not having, or backstabbing, or not having, good intentions with you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what other cards is talking here. So you don't need to give up on life. You just need to take another route, right? Is what I'm hearing. So like, be fed up. Embrace that feeling of, okay, people are total idiots. I don't want to, deal with this anymore. Embrace that feeling, because it's gonna give you strength to just be, I don't care. Fuck it. It's a good thing, because you care too much, you give too much, right? And sometimes we need to go from one edge to another to find a middle road, right? And right now you're over here giving everything, so you need to get over here and give nothing, right? And then find a middle where you are balanced and able to give without giving from yourself, like being able to give without betraying yourself. Yes. Sorry, English is not the first language. Synergy, green me, and movement, and invocation. Wow. So you gotta, this is telling me like claim your power. Like you got a lot of power, girl. Also, if you're a boy or a man, you got a lot of power. And you're not claiming it. You're just sitting around like this little girl trying to fit in and molding and shaping yourself. Like, I can fit into this crack of this person's life. Hell no. That's what I want to say. Because you're this beautiful woman now. You're not a little girl anymore. You don't have to fit in. You are you, right? You are special. You are who you are, and you are needed in the world just the way you are. You don't need to shape that. No. Stop. So everything you want to give to someone else, give it to yourself, right? The light here. Give it to yourself. Call in that power that you have in vocation, right? Make a ceremony if you need to. Make, what you call that, an altar, right? Make an altar for you. Make an altar for self-love. Like put flowers on it, or your favorite crystal, or if you have like favorite tarot deck, or I don't know, like a teddy bear for when you're a child. You know, whatever makes you smile when you see that, whatever makes you say, oh, that is so me. That is so me right there. I love this part of me. I love this side of me. I love this part of my personality, right? You need to enhance what you love about yourself. Synergy and movement. Yeah. You feel really stuck. So I just have to feel here. Okay, I'm just a second because we need another card because it's saying you need to move, but yeah, I think you kind of know that. So what do we need to do to move? How do we get out of this slump? How to get out. Here we go. Wow. Surrender to setting limits and surrender fear. This is making so much sense, you guys, because you got no limits, right? When you are a person who gives in hopes of someone returns the favor, or in hopes, you give so much love in hope that someone will love you back, you got no limits, right? You got no boundaries. You are giving everything of yourself. You're letting people walk all over you. And you know what? How is people supposed to know? Of course, it's not okay to cheat. For example, we all know that. You don't have to say that boundary. We all know that. But what is a boundary for you isn't a boundary necessarily for another person, right? So I have this thing where if we're really good friends, and you take like days to answer a text, I get like antsy-pantsy. What do you call that? It's not, I don't like that. It's not for me. It makes me insecure somehow. And if we're just friends, it doesn't matter. If we're really good friends, that's the thing. Like you're so close to me, you know everything about me, then I need to be able to reach you if I really need you, right? So if you take 3 days for answering a text, that's not good for me. But for that other person, it might be another problem. That's just how they live their life. Maybe they're a very busy person, you know. They will get back to you when they have time. And as I said, it's fine if it's just a friend, because I know that's fine. But that close friends, it's a boundary to me to be a close friend to me. I need to know that you got my back as I got your back, right? And to me, it's a limit. I need to put that limit. You can't be my best friend if you can't text me back. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's how I really feel. And I need to respect my needs, right? We all need to respect our needs, no matter how silly that sounds. Yeah, and you need to respect your needs as well. You need to figure out, what do I really need in a relationship? Like I get this feeling that you're always alone in a relationship, right? You're not supposed to feel alone in a relationship, but you are, because you give too much of yourself and you don't get anything in return. So you can't set boundaries if you don't know what the boundaries are. So you really need to look into what is your core need in a relationship? What do you really, really need? Like if you say in a romantic relationship, some people really need to have their own space, meaning either they need to have their own room if they live together, or they need to live apart but still be in a relationship. So if the one need, if the need of the one partner, no, I'll try that again. If the need of one of the partners is I need to live on my own, and the need of the other partner is I need us to live together, then they're not compatible, right? So it doesn't matter if all the, like if one of the people needs to live in the city, that is where they thrive, and the other person needs to live out in the country, that is where they thrive, then one of them have to give it up if they need to live together, right? And then you're compromising yourself. You're not listening to yourself. You're gonna be miserable because there's a reason why you need something. And you need to respect that you need that. You can't change your core needs. If you need to be out in nature because that is where you are calm and feel at home and where you can feel yourself, right? Then you won't thrive in the city. If you need to be in the city because you need the hustle and bustle, because you can't sit still, because you are so spontaneous that you have to go to 7-Eleven 2 o'clock in the morning to buy bread and milk because you forgot, then you can't live out on the countryside, right? Where it's too calm, there's nothing to do. You have to, like, you can't be spontaneous because the supermarket closes at 8, right? Something like that, you know? So there's something here about being a match to people is what I usually say, that where are you compatible? Where, like, there's no reason to fit in somewhere, to try to fit in somewhere, because there's someone like you out there, right? There's lots of people like you out there. And we got the internet nowadays to find each other. So you need to figure out what are your like core needs, what you really, really need in a close friendship, in a friendship, in a relationship, you know, whatever. And to when you found out those needs, you can start setting boundaries and saying, like, I had a friend recently. We had a what you call that? We agreed that I would come visit her in like 2 days. This was weeks back, and in about the afternoon, and she would just write me when I could come over. And about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I wrote her, and I was like, oh yeah, it was because she was at her mother's place, and she would write me when she came home in the afternoon. And I wrote her about 5 because I haven't heard anything. I said, so, you know, when can I come over? And she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna eat here, so I'm gonna come home like after dinner. Okay. So we had an appointment, you know, and you didn't think to just write to me and say, you know, I'm gonna be late. Oh, okay. So she came home, I think about 9 o'clock in the evening, and she had to tuck in the kids, and really, I wouldn't like normally come over at that time. It's too late, you know, but she lives 10 minutes away, and I really needed to say to her, you know what, it's not okay. Like, if we have an arrangement and we have a deal, I don't know what it's called in English, but we had an agreement that we're going to see each other. I was going to come visit you. Like, don't walk all over that. That's not okay. And you didn't even let me know. So I could just sit around waiting for you to text me. Like, were you even gonna text me? Were you gonna text me at 9 o'clock in the evening when the appointment was about the afternoon? You know, that's not okay. So it's a boundary for me to say, no, I don't. If we have something, what is it called? If we have a date, whatever, let's just call it that. Then of course you know, it's not a friend-like thing to just skip on that, you know. So that's setting a limit, saying this is a boundary for me. It's not okay. And surrender fear. Yeah. So the fear of not being enough is what I'm hearing. You have to surrender that, because you can't get this dream that you have as long as you have this fear, as long as you don't know how to set boundaries, as long as you don't know what you really, really need. as your core needs. If you don't know what those are, you can't get this happy home, because you're just gonna keep giving and giving and have no boundaries. And if you're a person like that, you're a match to people who doesn't give, right? So that's why you keep running into these people. So pile number 1. I hope, oh, there's this card as well. Surrender to non-action. It's not that you have to surrender to non-action, but you have to, what I'm hearing is you have to realize when people are doing non-action. When you're doing all the work, right? When you feel lonely in a relationship, when you are always reaching out, when you are the only one asking, how are you doing? Stuff like that. Then they are doing non-action, right? They might breadcrumb you and give you a little here and there, but if you gotta recognize when you're giving too much and you're giving nothing in return. Recognize when there's a non-action from their part, right? Yes, so pile number 1, I hope you can use this. If you can, please give this video a thumbs up so it can get out to more people who needs to hear it. And until next time, take care. Bye. Pile number 2, let's look at why life feels meaningless. So I'm just gonna go with my gut here. I got nothing pre-shuffled, I got nothing pre-chosen. I got a lot of tarot and oracle decks to choose from here on my table, so I'm just gonna grab whatever calls out to me. I'm gonna start with this tarot deck here. Why life feels meaningless. 2, pile number 2. Wow, everything's a struggle. Wow. Okay, yeah, I can totally relate to that. Oh, everything's a struggle. I definitely had that at one point in my life. So you're feeling like you're not succeeding in anything. You're not succeeding at work, education, relationships, hobbies, travel, life goals. Like, there's nothing here where you, like, you might even have that feeling of, what am I even doing here, right? What's even holding me to life anymore, right? Oh, they came out right away. That's a lot of cards. So I'm gonna put this up here with the struggles. Lotus, unfoldment. Oh, this is beautiful. Movement, we got that in pile 1 as well. Celebration, breach, wow, you guys. Oh, okay, I'm gonna, there's hope for you, I promise. Look at all these earth colors, right? Grounding, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this lotus here. You probably know, a lot of people know. If you don't, the lotus, like, it floats on water, right? It starts as a seed in the mud. In the mud, you guys. Not even in ground, just in mud, right? Try walking in mud. It slows you down like hell. It's a struggle, right? So it starts in the mud and it starts to grow. And when it grows and comes up through the mud, it's not like a normal plant coming through the earth and it's air and it's sunshine. Oh my God, I love it. I can breathe. No, you gotta go through the water. And water represents emotions. So there's a lot in this life, I get with the ancestors here, generations, that you incarnated here in this life to do what is called a key life. Like, you got here with a bunch of keys, like the janitor, right? And you gotta unlock a lot of doors. And it can be a struggle to figure out what keys fit what doors, right? So we can go around trying a lot of keys and a lot of doors and not really getting anywhere. And that is inevitably gonna feel like a struggle. I feel like I have a bit of a southern accent today. I don't know what's wrong. I'm just gonna go with this. So the breakthrough, the breach here, right, is when you get through the water to the surface, up in the air. It's like, oh my God, I can finally breathe. So where you are right now is underwater. You're not in the mud, but you're underwater. And actually, I do see a lot of movement in your life. So it's not standing still. Oh yeah, it's because it's getting thrown at you all the time. Oh, I know that feeling. Like, I just climbed the mountain, bitch. I barely got down and there's another mountain here for me. Like, is it ever done? Like, you got this and this and this and this, like one obstacle after another, and you can't even like give me 5 minutes to breathe, you guys. What is this? It's because you chose a key life. So there's a lot of doors you have to get through in a very small amount of time, okay? A lot of karma you brought into this life. So let me tell you about karma, because the way I believe in karma is not the way that is usually like, oh, bitch got her karma. It's not like that. Karma to me is lessons. So every time we incarnate in a life, oh, I'm just gonna clean this up. We we have these lessons. Like, we sit up there as a soul before we incarnate. Well, all time is simultaneously, but anyway, let's just humans understand this linear timeline. So we sit there before we incarnate and we say, okay, I want to learn this and that. And to learn to be strong, for example, you need to go through stuff that makes you strong. You're not born strong. That's not how you learn to be strong, right? So the lesson is being strong. Okay, what do I need to go through to get strong? And needing to learn to love myself. You need to go through all these phases and obstacles where you try to get love from the outside and it's not working, because you need to realize, I'm not gonna get it from the outside. I need to love myself, right? So stuff like that. So like normal people might I'll say that because there's no normal and no unnormal, but like people who doesn't have a key life, just let's put it like that. Their soul is like, okay, we got 3 lessons. We got 3 keys to 3 doors, and we're gonna do that in this span of lifetime. Let's say that's the normal normal thing to do. Like, for spirits, right? For souls. And then there's those of us who's the janitors, no, who got these big ring of keys and saying, I want to be doing like 50 lessons, and I'm going to be doing like all of those that I didn't do in the last couple of lives. Like, I got this life, and this life that got unsolved, where I need to bring that karma lessons into this life to resolve it, to heal it, right? That's why some of us get these past life, like I had an injury from past life. I got stabbed actually for being a douche, but I had that injury in my body in this life before, and it took a whole year to heal that, right? So I felt the stab wound in my back and in my front, because the sword went all the way through around my shoulder part. And I could feel that sometimes, and it was really a nuisance. It was really annoying. I should stop trying to say words that I don't say regularly. Well, I don't speak English regularly. You guys. Okay, I haven't done an English reading in a long time, so that might be why my English is a little rusty. Anyhow, so yeah, you might have things from past lives as well. You got this key life, right? And right now you're in the water, you're underneath, you haven't breached yet, and everything is getting thrown at you, and you're kind of tired of all this you got from your ancestors as well, right? Generations here. And you just want to celebrate life. And then I'm hearing like, where's the joy, right? That is your question. Oh my God, am I just here to go through all these obstacles? Where's the joy? I just want to dance in life. Actually, you really love life, and your soul really loves this planet. There's no place, I was about to say there's no place on Earth like Earth, but there's no place like Earth. That's my feeling of being here with my soul, that this planet's got so much, like, it's so diverse, and it's so deep, and it's so complicated and interesting and magical and all of that. But how am I supposed to enjoy that when all I'm doing is climbing mountains? Like, I need to take a breath, right? Can I please just enjoy it? So the thing here is, you are going to enjoy it. You are going to breach through the surface and unfold your petals. Oh my God, this accent today. Unfold and blossom into this beautiful flower that you are. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope this is not too disturbing. This energy is just like, I need to, it's so serious, you know? I need to shake it. I need to have some fun, you guys. You guys. Let's take, oh yeah, I just took these cards from past life. Let's see if there's something from past life here that might help you to, no. Yeah, okay. Oh, can't shake this fun. The arts and galactic. Oh, or where did I put it? Here. Yeah, definitely this feeling of enjoying life. So music might help you with that. Music is totally one of the things that I enjoy about this planet. Galactic. Oh, okay. It would be really good for you actually to look at the stars, the sky in general. Like if it's daytime, go look at the clouds. If it's now nighttime, look at the stars, look at the moon, talk to the moon, you know, talk to the stars, talk to whatever it is out there, because you are connected to it, right? You feel this connection with space in a way, because you're so aware that this is an incarnation and your soul is from somewhere else. Like you're not just a human, you're so much more, right? And I think that maybe that's a thing that kept you alive, if I can say that, for so long, is that you know that there's a meaning behind all of this, but it just, you know, it's, oh my God, you're so tired, you're sick of it, right? Can I just please get a break? 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes for me breathing before new obstacles get thrown in my face. Could you please? So, so let's see what else we got. Oh man, this energy. You're such in need of fun, man. I'm feeling it. Family and tribe. That's funny because I talked about tribe in pile 1. So there might be something here about missing that tribe feeling, like missing that family feeling that you need, like feeling so alone, right? Feeling like everything you're going through, but it's the good thing is it makes you strong. So, like I said, there might be something here with your soul before it incarnated, saying, I wanna, the lesson for me in this life is to be strong. What do I need to go through to be strong? The lesson for me in this life is to be independent. What do I need to go through to get independent, right? And, well, you are strong and you are independent. You might not feel it, but you are. I'm telling you, you are. I definitely feel it. You could totally survive on your own. The thing is that you don't want to, right? You want that tribe feeling. You want that family. And I think that when we got the tribe and family, then we get the power to go through these struggles. It gets much easier. It gets more acceptable because we're doing it for something. We're doing it to, I want to stay here on the planet. I want to enjoy the planet, and I enjoy it with the tribe, right? Are you gonna give me some cards here or what? Am I just shuffling? Oh, you're just shuffling? Okay, never mind, I'm giving up. We got these. Let's do these. Yeah. So the thing is, you're in the water now, is what I'm hearing, right? Becoming this lotus. Yeah, and I can't even tell you how far you are because this is a general reading, but there's gonna be a breach. That's the plan. And so definitely don't. Yeah, it's just how far is it to that breach, right? But it might help you. Just that you know there's a breach. That it's not gonna be like this forever. But I'm hearing that you need a lot of tools, right? Oh, there's a lot of cards here. You need a lot of tools for what your life purpose for. Okay, let's try that again. You need a lot of tools for your life purpose. Yes. So everything that you're going through right now, every mountain that you're climbing, every struggle that you're going through is going to give you tools to use for your life purpose. So me telling you all of these stuff, it's because I've been through this struggle. I came to the surface. That doesn't mean that my struggles are done. I don't know. But I do feel like I've breached, right? And and I'm able to dance now, yeah. And life isn't all roses and dancing and stuff like that, but there's much more room for it because I passed that water, that struggle in the mud and the water. I'm past that. So that doesn't mean that it won't be a storm on the surface from time to time and stuff like that. But I've breached, right? So I couldn't tell you that, right? If I hadn't been on. Okay, let's try that again. My words today. I'm hearing that you're having actually a difficult time to expressing yourself. And I'm feeling inclined to say you need to work on that. That's rude, you guys. Okay, yeah. So they're saying to me that you really, why should people respect you if you don't respect yourself, right? If you don't stand strong in who you are and saying this is me, take it or leave it, then why should people, like, if you're being a doormat, then people are going to treat you like a doormat. So there might be something for you in pile one, because that was a lot of that energy. Let's move on. We got these. Surrender to trust, right? There's going to be a moment to breathe. There's going to be a moment when you unfold, where you blossom. And celebration and dance. And so to me, it's doing this, right? I'm a therapist, and this is my English tarot side. So this is actually just a little side hustle, or what you want to call it. It's free work. But, me doing what I feel like, I do this in Danish as well. But I felt like I wanted to do it in English, and I see in the comments that there was a reason for that. And also this video here precisely is requested, right? So someone needs these answers, and I'm here to give it, and that is people who don't know Danish. So that's my calling. That's one of my life purposes, right? And to get through here, I need to get through a lot of obstacles. I got a key life, and that makes me diverse. That makes me able to see a lot and feel a lot and know a lot because I've been through it, right? And when I've been through it, I can support other people going through it. Yeah, so you need to surrender to trust. There's a reason that these things are happening, and that's the thing that helped me a lot. Trust that everything happens for a reason, right? Surrender to joy. So what I'm hearing is that the little things, every time there is something to be joyful about, I actually have a little jar of, I think I call it star moments, like moments that are really like, oh my God, this is just fantastic. And one of those moments is from last year or the year before, I don't remember. It was a party before all that, at a time where COVID wasn't at its highest. We were allowed to see other people, right? So we were at this party, and one of my friends was with me, and I was standing in the kitchen, and I could look into the living room, and he was having such a great time, and he didn't know the other people. I knew the one throwing the party and some of the other people, but he was like totally new to those, and he was just having such a good time. And that to me was a star moment, because that made me, it gave me so much joy to watch him have so much fun. It's such a simple thing. It's the simple joy. Sometimes it's sitting like outside drinking a smoothie in the sun rays. Oh my God, hearing the birds chipper, and a butterfly passing my window. It's like, oh my God, that's so magical. I know that might be stupid, but to me it is. I like winds, leaves blowing in the winds, or when it's snowing, those big heavy snowflakes, and there's no wind, stuff like that. Little things. One thing I like taking night walks, right? And I walk to this place nearby. It's a park. And in winter time, when there's no leaves on the trees, I go into this park in the woody kind of area where there's no lights, and I look up through the treetops, and I see the stars like in the treetops. It's, it's magical. So it's the little things, right? It's the little things. So maybe you need to have this jar as well when you write things down and put it in, because that really makes you see how many of these little things there actually are of joy in your life. And that makes it easier to go through the hard times, because okay, I have the physical evidence here that there is joy. It's not all obstacles and challenges and stuff like that. Surrender to your intuition. Oh, tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowing, or aha moments that come through to guide you. I'm hearing that you're lying to yourself, because you see more that you want to be honest about that you see. So you see something in people, but you make excuses for them, is what I'm hearing. So there is some people in your life where it might be better that you take a pause or take some distance, or maybe totally cut them out, because there is something here that's not supporting you. And I see green here with envy. So there might be some people where you are thriving, they push you down, or you have a great idea for something you want to do and they ridicule it, right? Like that. You don't, like, some of the people you have around you is not a support team. And that's kind of the point with a tribe, right? Is that they are a support team and we're supporting each other. And if you don't got a good support team, it's going to get more struggles. And there might be also with this card here, struggle with some people always being dramatic and stuff like that. So the message with that is that, well, then don't go along. There's nothing to be dramatic about if you're doing gray rock, right? Gray rock is being neutral. It's like I had this friend at one time, she was always telling stories about, oh my God, and then she treated me like this. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that happens. No, but she said this and this and this. And oh, well, no, but. So she kept building, that type of person. She kept building on a story until I said, oh my God, that is crazy. Okay. She just wanted that dramatic. Oh yeah, I was treated so wrong because this person, this and this and that. So that wasn't true. She just wanted the drama. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. And this way you can remove blocks from your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Just gonna need some water here. So that's one of the struggles as well. Like there's not enough. Or that feeling like I don't deserve it, right? Because there is enough and you do deserve it. So there's definitely something here with self-worth. Surrender to success. Yeah. You are ready to experience abundance. Again, with the abundance here. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So, yes. The thing is that the life you have is... I'm not saying you don't have struggles, you do. And you have a key life. I don't doubt that at all. But your life would be easier if you had the right support team. It would be easier if you had that jar of little joys to look at. There's definitely something here you need to work on, that core belief of scarcity and failure. Right? There's something about making yourself smaller is what I'm hearing. You're making yourself smaller. And that's just going to add to the struggle. It's just going to keep struggling. So there's something about boundaries here. I talk about that in pile number 1 as well. So I really think that you should go watch pile number 1 and see how much of that resonates, because I think some of it will. Yes. This here. Ooh. Okay. Financial health. Yeah, success and scarcity. Life purpose. Oh my God, you guys. I told you that. Right? Mirroring. Yes, that is, wow, that is so cool because that's actually what I'm doing. So I'm mirroring you, right? I'm telling you all this stuff. I'm mirroring you. I'm talking about mirroring in pile number 1 as well, actually, about when someone is too loud. It's not, someone is too much. It's not them who's too much. It's you who's not enough, right? So, but they're mirroring that in you by being who they are. Manifestation. I hate when people say, "Oh, you are a master of manifestation." But what I'm hearing here is that you're standing in your own way because of this feeling of belittling yourself. Is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you're belittling yourself. Is that a word? I think it is. Like you're not giving yourself credit. You are not surrounding yourself with people who support you. You don't support yourself, right? And you don't root for yourself. Like you should be your own cheerleader. You should be your own best friend. You should be your own biggest fan, right? We need to believe in ourselves. How are other people supposed to believe in us if we don't believe in ourselves? Like if you don't believe in yourself and you're making yourself small all the time, that's the energy you're sending out. Then that energy is a match to people who likes to make other people small and who don't believe in them, who's not supportive, right? So, it starts with you. And life is gonna make more sense and have more meaning when you actually start to believe in yourself and you start supporting yourself and you start being yourself, your own best friend and your own biggest fan. Like there's nothing wrong with that. It's selfishness in a good way. How could you be anything to anybody? How could you ever breach and go through the surface if you're holding yourself down and surrounding yourself with people who support you in holding yourself down, right? Yeah, that's actually, that's a pretty heavy message, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, all thoughtful. Yeah, you guys, that's what I got for you in this pile. If you like this, if it resonates, please give it a thumbs up so we can get out to more people who needs to see this. Go watch pile number 1. I think you definitely get some answers there as well. And until next time, take care. Bye. Pile number 3. Let's take a look at why life feels meaningless. Great question. I got nothing pre-shuffled and I got nothing pre-chosen, so I got a lot of tarot and oracle decks here, so I'm just gonna choose per my intuition and shuffle and yeah, along the way. So that's how we do it in this video. Oh my god, come on you guys. There we go. That's too many. 1. The Hanged Man. Okay, you feel stuck. You feel stuck. Great. Let's see what else. You feel stuck. That the end. Wow. Okay. Oh, you guys, that's so exciting. I love the Tower actually. Okay. I don't know if you feel stuck and this is current energy and this is future energy, or this is future, no, wait, past energy and current. You know what I'm saying? You feel stuck because there was a Tower moment, or you feel stuck and there's gonna be a Tower moment. So let's just, well, it is a general reading, so it could be both, but, well, you would know if you did experience a Tower moment, something totally changing your life, pulling the rug under you, your partner saying they don't want to be with you anymore, or you got fired out of the blue, or maybe the company, what you call that? I don't know, failed, they had to close, or your best friend is moving, or or you have to sell your house, something big, right? Something life-changing. like if that happened within like recently, like within the 3 past months or something, or 6 months, but it's still, you know, it's still affecting you somehow, then it's in your past. But if not, this feeling of stuck is definitely gonna change. What? Okay, let's see what these cards are saying. There might be 2 timelines here, but let's see, there might only be one. I'm just gonna see what the cards say. Okay. Hermit, 4 of Wands, Hangman again. Wow, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Ooh, this is kind of chaotic. Wow, this is, yeah, this is definitely the Tower energy I'm feeling with these cards here. I got this. Oh, okay. So this Hangman feeling where you're feeling stuck is because you're all over the place. I feel like there's a decision here to make, but you know, you are very, wow, you guys, I'm feeling this so much. This is so chaotic, and this is so, it feels like a fog, right? You can't see through it, and you don't know if you go this way, where you're gonna go, and if it's the right choice, or something happened here. I'm feeling like this tower was in the past. Because the reason you're in the Hangman is because you're so confused. You're so confused, right? We got it twice, you guys. This card here, what? This is crazy. Like all tied up and can't see anything and bound, and well, at least it's not the head down, right? Like this guy. But the thing is, this is kind of the original kind of Hangman, right? He's hanged. The thing is that the Hangman chose this himself. Like usually you're saying that in the tarot, the Hangman is choosing to stand still, and I'm getting this picture, like Teal Swan used this metaphor, and I love it. Like if you step down in a lake or in a pond or anything like that, you're gonna mess up the bottom, right? The sand and the mud and everything. It's gonna be messed up, so the water isn't clear anymore, and you have to stand still for it to fall to the bottom, for you to see clearly, right? So something happened here to turn up all the mud and the sand and stuff like that. So you're just like, whoa. Yeah, there's a choice to hang upside down to get enlightenment, but I don't think you chose that, because the only thing you're choosing is not to choose, because you don't know what to choose, because you feel stuck, and you feel stuck in this, and you don't. It's kind of like, it's that I got this feeling like you're waiting for the world to spin. You're waiting for the world to turn, right? Because there's no wheel of fortune here or anything, but it's that feeling like the world's stopped, kind of. And everybody's holding their breath and waiting for you to make this decision. So it could be in a relationship, right? Maybe you are in a relationship and you met another person and it was like, bam, wow, fuck, what am I gonna do? I got feelings for this person. They woke something inside of me that I didn't know was there. It's scary, but I want more, you know. But I'm with this person, and we have a family, and we but I want a family with this new person as well. And I don't know, what about my kids? And what about, you know, how am I, what, you know, yeah, like that. What about, you can't even finish your what about sentences, right? You're so overwhelmed by this that also with the Hermit going within, like extreme going within, like extreme, like leaving everything. Like maybe you're not answering texts. Maybe you're not calling back when people call you. Maybe you're barely present at work. Maybe in this relationship you're in, maybe you told the person, maybe you didn't. Maybe you're just saying to them, I need space. I need to feel myself. You know, whatever it is, you're totally going with it. Like this here is also like leaving everything out so I can feel only me. and not being disturbed, because I'm going from night to day. Something's changing, like the caterpillar, right? Inside the cocoon is what I'm seeing here. So hardly wrapped up that nothing from the outside can damage or penetrate or disturb this transformation. So you might, the thing is, it's kind of funny because you might think that, you might be feeling that life is standing still, right? And the world stops spinning and you don't know. But wow, you don't know how much is going on inside of you. I see things get moved around, like finding new, like I usually say, when you hit that tower or some kind of dark night of the soul or something like that, I see it as a bookshelf, right? So the inner you is filled with books. And the books is knowledge, the books are actions, it's memories, it's everything you thought about life, stuff like that. And when you hit this here, this feeling I'm having here, the tower moment or the dark night of soul, whatever, it's like every shelf of books is just being knocked down to the floor, and you need to figure out where to put the books. And I'm not sure you're actually doing this consciously. I think this is going on subconsciously, and that's why you feel stuck, because you don't know that you're actually doing this. You don't know everything that's moving around inside of you. The only thing you feel is the fear and the unknowing, and the world is not as it used to be, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm paralyzed. I'm like, deer caught in the headlight, and you don't know that the rest of the forest is cleaning up, and preparing for spring. You're just standing there in the headlights, not moving, and you're feeling like this car is honking at you, and you can't move, right? You don't know what to do. So in some way, you just wish for like the wheel to turn for the car to go around you. But the problem is there's going to be another car, right? You're still standing there. So even though the world moves, even though, like, let's say, for example, you're in a relationship and you fell in love with someone else, and you're going within, and this person that you're already in a relationship with, maybe you have kids and stuff, ends up leaving you. So they're making the wheel turn, right? Someone else is taking action and the world goes on. It's still not going to get you out of this mode, because you're still scared of that other person and what they woke inside of you, even though you're intrigued, right? So you're just going to get the sadness and the sorrow of this person leaving you on top of this feeling. So it's not going to help for anybody else to take a move. And I'm just hearing you can't make a move right now. And this, I get that life subtly seems meaningless because you thought you had it all figured out, and then this person comes along and tears the rug out under you, right? Tears the rug out, that's not the phrase. Pulls the rug out under you. Tear. I'm gonna tear this rug. No. And I'm seeing here with 7 of Cups, it's kind of like, it's wish fulfillment, the cups of wishes. Not wish fulfillment, cup of wishes. So it can also be like a card for having your head in the clouds, right? Or building pipe dreams, not dreams that are not coming true, and you're too much in the imagination of something. So that might be what keeps you stuck. Like if this new person comes in, you meet them, and you're like, oh my God, this is my dream person. I didn't even think they existed. And now they're here, and everything this does to me, but I'm already here in something serious. And I don't want to leave that. I love this person, but over here it's giving me something. But is it just in my head? Is it just something I'm imagining? Is it just because they sort of fit my dream? What is it this person is doing to me? I don't know. So we got this 5 of Swords, like trying to fight the wolves off is what I'm hearing here. Try to fight everybody off, actually, because you need to make this decision. Because you are... Okay, the thing is, I'm hearing here, if this is a relationship, I'm going to do other examples in a minute, but if this is a relationship, the person that you're already with is... how do you put this in English? It's okay. It's okay. You're satisfied, but it's not, it's not... They give you something, definitely, and you love them, and there's something here, and you build something together, but it's not, there's also something missing. And this new person over here is showing you the things that you didn't even know that you wanted, because you weren't honest with yourself, because you didn't dare to believe that the things you're dreaming about is actually possible, right? That you can build like this sturdy foundation. To me, 4 of Wands is a foundation card, like sturdy foundation. And like these are getting married, right? Bonded together. So you have this wish for a partner, but you didn't believe that it was possible. It's, with this card, it's something you see in movies and excuses like that, right? And this this person comes into your life, and you're just like, what, or what? You can't even believe it, and you go to this excuse mode. Is no, it's just no, I'm imagining it, and no, I'm it's in my head, and it's not true, and whatever. But the thing is that we got soul deals, like we got, as souls before we incarnate, we agree to meet, to be friends, parents, teachers, co-workers, or lovers, whatever, to teach each other something. And this person is definitely here to teach you something, and I think they're here to teach you what you really want. So do this here. The thing is here. You're keeping everybody out because you're in this state, and you're looking for the light within you, right? The truth within you. That's really good. The thing is here, you have to, this is a really good thing I did actually myself, and I do, when something's really tough. You have to separate the person with the feeling, meaning that whatever this person is awakening inside of you, take that as a gift and tell yourself like, okay, what is this feeling trying to tell me? Every feeling we have in our body is trying to tell us something, right? That's how feelings work. So if you're happy somewhere, they're telling you this is good, you're content here. If you keep getting sad about something, it's telling you you shouldn't be here, it's not good, we don't like this, something like that, right? Anger is usually when someone oversteps your boundary, or you overstep your own boundary, right? So every emotion has something to say. So whatever the fear is, it's a fear because you're not afraid of this person, actually, this new person. You're afraid of what they're awakening inside of you. So, it's because you press it down. You weren't honest with yourself. You were lying, and I'm hearing that because of your low self-worth. I'm sorry to say it like that, but I'm just going to be blunt here and say it. Yeah, no sugarcoating. Because of your low self-worth, you didn't dare to believe that this existed. And that is actually just a cover, because the truth underneath that is you didn't dare to believe this existed because you don't believe that you deserve it. So to lie to yourself about your low self-esteem, you're making up a story about this doesn't exist, it's only in movies. When the real feeling that you're having deep down, I gotta tell you this, you gotta realize this, is that you don't believe you deserve it, because it does exist and you know it does exist, but you don't believe that you deserve it. So you have to lie to yourself and say that it doesn't exist. And this person comes along and shoves it in your face, like not on purpose, not like that, but because they are who they are, and this awakens something inside of you, and you're like, oh my God, what? That doesn't mean that it's this person you have to be with, but you definitely have an agreement on a soul level that this person is showing you what you don't want to be honest about with yourself. And you don't want to be honest about with yourself how low your self-esteem actually is. And that you're in a relationship where you're satisfied. You're okay, right? But there's something missing because you don't believe that you deserve more than that. So you're looking at, like, if you're looking at the relationship you're in, this is getting to be a really specific reading. If you're looking at the relationship you're in and you're trying to fix you're trying to figure out, okay, what's wrong with me since I'm not happy here? But the only thing that's wrong with you is that you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening what you really need. This person is showing you and you're not getting it in your relationship. What is it gonna take? It's a tower moment. What else do we have? Do you need more tower moments? Or are you gonna listen? It's not about this person, it's not about this person. It's about you. You need to be honest with yourself. Yeah? You need to realize you can't fix low self-esteem if you don't know you have low self-esteem, right? You're not gonna paint a house that needs to be painted if you don't realize it needs to be painted. You know? It's I want to shake you. This is totally tower. Like, you're being shaked. Like, realize. And, don't feel bad about it. A lot of people have low self-esteem. And, the thing about self-love is it's not a goal, because it's not a thing like, oh, I love myself, I'm going to love myself forever. It's not like that. Self-love is up and down, and you're always going to get challenged. And there's something here. So you might have a lot of self-worth in some areas of your life. That's great. That makes you feel like you don't have low self-worth. But just definitely somewhere in this love area of your life, if we're talking about, if you're in the situation of a relationship, that you do have low self-esteem, when you don't believe that you deserve the qualities or the wishes or the needs that you have, that this person, new person over here is showing you. So it might be something else. It might be a workplace, a situation where you are doing your dream job, but the company, what do you call that, fails. It's yeah, you know what I mean. It has to close down and you lose your job, and you're like, I was doing my dream job. I was doing my life purpose. What am I supposed to do with myself now? It just threw you totally off course, because you thought you were going to do this forever. And there's kind of this decision like, okay, so am I going to try to do this job somewhere else, or do I have to do something new? And going within and figuring out, okay, what is it that I really want in my life? Like, this is for people where that job is so important. It's a big part of their personality, right? And where they didn't see this coming. So you got so thrown off balance that you don't know what to do now. What else could it be? It could be a good friend. I'm hearing good friend. Yeah, the thing when a good friend moves, like you live close to each other and you're a big part of each other's lives and see each other like multiple times a week and go out for dinner and stuff like that. And like you're so intertwined, right, with each other, that suddenly this person, maybe they got a job offer in another state. Like if you're from the States, or in another country, or maybe they moved because of love or whatever. They're moving away. And your life is going to get so uprooted because you're so used to being intertwined with this person. And there's something in here about fighting it off and trying to not be in the emotions is what I'm hearing. But that's not the right thing to do, because the emotions or your guides, they're trying to tell you something. So if you ignore them, it's going to take longer. The only way out is through, right? You got to go through stuff. So you need to listen to your emotions and what they're trying to tell you. It's a good thing that you're blocking everybody out. It's fine. Don't be rude though, respect other people, of course, but it's a good thing that you're trying to just feel you and just you. It's good. But then feel you. Right? Don't just block people out and block your emotions out. Block people out, but listen to your own emotions. You need to take time to feel you. And be honest with yourself. If it's this job, if it's a friend, if it's a relationship. Only you know the answers inside of you. And there's a reason for this tower moment. There's a reason the rock got pulled underneath you, because you are heading going through a big transformation from the dark to the light. There's something here. There's a wake up here. There's an awakening, and yeah, this tower moment is you chose this. You chose this as a soul before you incarnated, right? that you wanted to do this. There's something here you need to see, and it's big. It's really big, and I understand why you're cocooning yourself totally. And I think it's a good thing, and I think it's going to be really good when you come out on the other side. Yeah, definitely. Just have to feel. It's like there's something else. There's something else that needs to be said, but I just have to see what cards want to talk. Is it this stick? Just the last thing I'm feeling. Just one more thing before you go. Oh, that's a great card, you guys. The answer is in the peace, is what I'm hearing. So this ambience, that's what it's called, right? This atmosphere, this feeling of this woman sitting out in the forest, just playing her guitar and humming or singing or listening to the birds and just feeling the ground underneath her and feeling the nature, right? So it doesn't mean that you have to go out in nature and sit like this. It just means this feeling here. You gotta find that feeling inside of yourself, this holy space, this zen, right? This place where there's calm. Doesn't have to be a place of a lot of healing and stuff like that. Just has to be a place of calm, serenity. That's where there's room for these answers to come up. That's where you can find these answers. You need to have that serenity. You need to have the peace. You need to have the trust, is what I'm hearing. That this is happening because you chose it as a soul, and it's gonna be okay, and you're gonna choose the right thing. You need to trust that. Yeah, it's gonna be okay, is what I'm hearing. It's gonna be okay. But you need to sit down, create this space, and listen to yourself. And it's urgent, is what I'm hearing, because you're not doing it enough. You're trying to escape your emotions. And you're trying to go back to your old life, the dark here. That's why you're stuck, because you can't. It won't work. I'm sorry, but it won't. You know too much. You're already in an awakening state. You can't go back. It's not gonna work. You can try, but it's gonna blow up in your face. I'm sorry. So you need to do this. Find this serenity, right? This peace, this zen. Yeah. So pile number 3, that's what I have for you. I hope you can use it. If you can, please give this video a thumbs up so we can get out to more people who needs to hear this. Until next time, take care. Bye. Pile number 4. Let's take a look at why life feels meaningless. So there is nothing here that's pre-shuffled or pre-picked. I got a lot of tarot and oracle decks, and I'm just gonna go through them like randomly by what my intuition is telling me to do. So let's take a look at why life feels meaningless for pile number 4. That's a shitload of courage, you guys. Let's see if that makes sense. Okay. 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 Oh. You guys, this is kind of like pile number 3, actually. But I think that was a tower moment. Maybe you didn't experience this tower moment. But I'm just gonna lay it out like this because this is how it makes sense to me. So actually we're gonna do it like this. So, I have to feel the the message here. I know what it is, but I need the words. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it by. There's these new beginnings here. These cards are new beginnings. This is leaving something. This is balancing. What? Balance. Why is that so hard to say? Balancing. That's so wrong. To balance something. Wow, Jesus, you know what I mean. High Priestess is your intuition, and you got these two men here. So balancing these two men, one that you need to leave and one where there's a new beginning. Oh, you guys. So I'm thinking there's an affair here. That is what I'm seeing. And your intuition knows that you need to leave one of them and there's a new beginning with one of them. So this is a general reading, and so it could be there's two scenarios here, and it's gender swap. You know, it doesn't have to be two men; it can be two women. It's just that it's it's just that it's two men here in the cards. Yeah. So the scenario here is two scenarios. Either there's one where you're in a committed relationship and you need to leave the person that you're having an affair with, so the new relationship can get a new beginning. Or you're in a committed relationship over here that you need to leave so you can begin a new committed relationship with this person over here. It's new beginning. This is what is going on, and you feel stuck. And I don't see how this gets under the category of why life feels meaningless, but maybe I could understand if there wasn't this leaving over here. Like if this was a stay as well, I could see how this could go categorized as meaningless, because that doesn't make sense. But you know what you have to do, right? So is it because that you know you're going to hurt someone? Is that what makes it like that, gives you that feeling of life is meaningless? Like, is it that you feel that life is against you because you're in this situation? Or, you know, like this is your situation, and I don't know, this is, to me, it's so straightforward. You know that you need to leave this person to get a new beginning with this person. So why are you balancing? Right? Why are you not letting go? What is keeping you stuck in this balance? There must be like consequences that you don't want to take. And so you keep staying in this balancing energy. Wow. You guys. Okay, I'm just gonna move this here. Like, no judgment, but you got the fox, who is like total traitor, total stab you in the back, total, not a nice person. He's gonna eat your chickens and your eggs, right? You got the snake, who's gonna stab you in the back, who's not a good person, who's trying to make your woman eat apples that will get you kicked out of paradise. Then you got the dog. What is this? This is the sun, I think. Well, to me, it's a compass, but let's see. Definitely some shady energy, but of course, if you're having an affair, there is shady. Oh, you're trying to be loyal. Oh my God. Oh, I understand now. I understand. Okay. Oh, this must be a horrible situation for you, actually. What I'm seeing here is that you are a very loyal person. Even, also this is a puppy. It's not even a grown dog. So that puppy love, that puppy, like, I devote myself to you, like truly, really, really, like you're so loyal. And you've been pushed out to be this deceptive person. Because this is not who you are, but this is who you are right now. And you don't like it, but you feel trapped. You feel trapped. and it's eating you up inside because you are really this loyal person and you don't want to have an affair. And I'm thinking that one of these person does, either none of these men know about each other, or maybe one of the men know about the other. Like the one you're having an affair with might know about the one who's in a relationship with. But I wouldn't think that the one you're in a relationship with knows about the other person, because then this loyalty card would go away, I think. I don't understand. Why are you having doubts? I know you have to leave. You know who you have to leave. You know if the situation is that you need to leave the one you are having an affair with to get a new beginning with your husband. And you know if the one you need to leave is the one you're married to or in a relationship with, to get a new start with this guy. So what's the holdup? It's making you this shady person that you don't want to be and who you aren't. Like, you're not this person inside. Why are you inside? I don't understand this, you guys. It's so, like, the cards, just leave. Why are you not leaving? We need more cards. We need more cards. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We need more cards. Oh, my God, you guys. I feel so sorry for you. Like, you know, yeah, that, oh, man. You're in so much trouble. Really, like that feeling. I can't shake it up. It's just so horrible when you're this person inside and you feel like you don't want to be that shady person. That's not who you are. But somehow you can't. You're stuck. You're balancing. Why? I don't get it. Come on, give us some cards here. You're trying to go, like, this gives me the feeling of intuition, like a compass, right? I think it's the sun though, but I don't know. But to me it's a compass. So trying to see where your true north is. It's like what's your truth? Is it like, I think you know that you need to leave this person, but like, because your intuition knows, but maybe you're making excuses. So if it's your husband, for example, you're in a relationship, you live together, you have children, there's a lot of excuses why you shouldn't leave this person, even though there's a new and wonderful beginning over here, because the Pentacles is like stable energy, and a King of Pentacles, yeah. So this is a really good, like, this energy is totally what you need to go for. Maybe, like, I'm thinking with King of Swords, you can be in a relationship actually with a narcissist who's very good with their words, because swords represent the mental. So you could be like in a relationship where you know that you should leave them, but because it's a narcissist, or because you have children together and live together and you don't want to mess up the family home, that's the excuses you have for staying, right? Even though you need to leave. Or if it's the other way around, there's something over here with this. If you're married to the King of Pentacles instead and having an affair with the King of Swords, you know you need to leave the affair, but there's something keeping you there because you're missing it in your other relationship. So if the thing is, if you're having an affair with this guy over here, that you know you need to leave because you want to be with your husband and you love him and you have this life with him you want to build, but there's something missing. You need to tell him what you're missing. He can't give you by guessing. You need to tell him, you need to let him be the man that you need him to be. And if it's a woman, let her be the woman you need her to be, right? Gender swap, whatever. Because if you do that, then he can give it to you. In this new beginning, he wants to give it to you. And he can give it to you. He has the resource that he just didn't know that that's what you needed. Maybe you need to move. Maybe you need to live somewhere else. He will do that. Maybe maybe you need children. You don't have children. He can give you children. Like something like that. There's something that you want that you're getting over here, or the excitement. Maybe you need to travel. Like tell your husband you need to travel and he will take you traveling. Something like that. And if not, if you have already talked to your husband about these things and they're not giving it to you, then I think it's reverse actually. Then I think that this is your husband. And your intuition knows you need to leave, but you're saying to yourself, but I love this person. But this person over here can give you the travel, can give you the children, can give you what you really need because they are already that person. Right? So it's... Whew. Yeah, let's see if we can get any cards here that will help you listen to your intuition and yeah. Playing with fire, evacuation. Wow. Whew. Well, you are playing with fire, you know that, because one of these days, this person that you're supposed to be with finds out that you're having an affair. Sorrow, evacuation, yeah, and then they're gonna leave you because you lied and betrayed them. This is your fear also. Oh, wow. I think there's some answers for you in pile number 3, actually. Because you already know. Like you need to listen to your intuition. You need to create that calm space where you can listen to your intuition because you already know who you're going to leave. You already know. Your soul already chose who they want to be with here, right? Your soul up here, your intuition. But you in the physical world are still balancing these two guys. Why aren't you listening? Okay. Whoa, they just jumped right up. Yes. Here we go. Silence and power. Yeah. You find your power in the silence. Let's just see what these cards have to say. Own your power. Every storm brings a fresh new beginning. Wow, you guys. New beginnings. Silence. Rest your mind. Silence is good self-care. So the way to find the answer is finding the power inside of you. You need to be honest, right? You need to be honest. You're lying to yourself about this, not leaving this person. And you need to go into this silence right here to find this power inside of you to release yourself from this situation here. So, for example, if you're with a narcissist, it's really difficult because they're so good with words. They're so good at manipulating. And yeah, so it's hard to leave because they keep questioning you and then you question yourself and you don't know. But like deep down inside, you do know. You just have to get away from the fog. You just have to get away from the clutter. You have to get into that silence, right? And not be concerned about who's going to get hurt or what the consequences are. Like if you have children with this person over here that you really want to leave, you don't, like the excuse could be, I'm not going to leave because I have children with this guy. And what about the children? Well, the children, do you want to learn, you're going to teach your children to be with a person that you're not supposed to be with and cross your own boundaries for the pleasure of other people. That's what you're going to teach your children by doing this. If you want your children to have healthy relationships when they grow up, you need to be where you need to be. Okay? Then you need to leave this relationship and go be in this relationship because this is what your soul chose. You need to listen to that. And this is saying that if you don't choose to do that, things are going to blow up and you're going to be evacuated. Right now, you're playing with fire by not being honest with yourself. Being evacuated meaning that okay. The thing that you need to leave, it's going to happen anyway. But you can do it in a calmly, fashionable manner where you hurt as little as possible, hurt others as little as possible, or you can wait and make it blow up. So it's kind of your choice, actually. Stop lying to yourself is what I'm hearing. I know that's rough, but I don't sugarcoat. I'm sorry. I'm very I say it straight to your face. Stop lying to yourself. And maybe this video is kind of what you needed. Maybe you're, I just need another, another sign. I just need another, I'm not sure. You are sure. Stop dedicating your power to someone else. You shouldn't even be watching this video to make this decision because you know what the decision is. Take back your power. Okay? Take it back now. Inspiration. You already know. Like, this is the light. You see it. You already know. You see everything that's going to come from making this decision. You see all the joy. Maybe that's what scares you. Maybe you're scared of the joy. Maybe you're scared of this new beginning and all it's going to give you because it's going to change you so much that you don't know who you are anymore. But it's a good thing. Okay, there's an awakening here with the light here also. You need to do this. You know who you're going to leave. Do it. Take the power. It's going to happen either way, and it's going to be messy if you don't do it in a nice way. Okay? The universe will make it happen because that's the deal. But there's a lesson here to do it in a proper way and respect the other person instead of them finding out that you're having an affair. Okay? You know this. And I'm not saying that you have to tell that you had an affair. That is totally up to you, what you feel is right. I'm not saying you have to. That's different for everybody. But there's definitely, you need to stop balancing, right? You need to walk away from this person that you know you need to walk away from. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, I hope you can use it. Pile number 4. Maybe check out pile number 3. I think that's got some answer for you. And if you could use this video, if it resonated, please give it a thumbs up so we can get out to more people who needs to hear it. I wish you best of luck with this. I know you can do it. You got the power. Just find a silence. Go within. Don't dedicate power to anybody else because you know what you need to do. Step up. Do this for yourself. You're being the best version of you. You're doing this for yourself. That's going to show your kids, if you have any, that you need to be true to yourself, right? You want your kids to be true to yourself. You need to be true to yourself. So guys, until next time, take care. Bye.